Thank you. Non-pecuniary declaration in relation to item 5. I live in Alton. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Stamp.
The normal chairman, I'm a member of Essex County Council, but I can't see anything where there have been consultees on tonight's agenda, but just to cover just in case, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much. No other declarations. Okay. We move on now to agenda item number 4. This is leaders and composition of political groups. These are found on pages 5 to 8. Members, I have to tell you that I was informed by Councillor Siddle earlier today that he has asked me that he has stepped down as leader designate, and as a result I will be nominating Councillor Richard Siddle as leader of the council. Do I have a second?
Please.
Proposed, Councillor Penny, Chairman.
Second it.
First of
And I'll
all, I'll
second
take Councillor Mays' seconder.
Point of order, rule 1, Chairman.
Councillor Thompson. Yes, Councillor Boyce.
Thank you, Chairman. Rule 1, I think it's 7 or 8, but it deals with statutory annuals. Unfortunately, the Constitution is quiet on the leader designation, but if we follow the same procedure as the statutory annual, the leader designate, if there is no leader designate present tonight, then the leader designate should be the leader of the next biggest party, which is Mrs. Channer, should be the leader designate, as the independents are leaders.
Yes, thank you for that. But this is not a statutory annual. It is an extraordinary, and obviously it is at my discretion to interpret the Constitution. So, do I have any other nominations? Councillor. Well, I did hear Councillor Thompson first. Councillor Thompson.
Yeah, and I'll second.
I propose, Councillor Penny, Chairman.
You had done.
Is that seconded?
Yes.
Yeah. Who is that seconded by, please? Councillor Beale, thank you. Any other nominations? Councillor Stamp.
It's not a nomination, Chairman. I just would like to ask why, if you're allowed to tell us why the leader designate has resigned. It's my understanding he did the same at the last one. And I just think it would be helpful to the members of the public, as well as some of the members here, if we could have some advice. I'm sure it's above board and it's legal, and I don't know if the monitoring officer can help, but I think a full explanation is required, because I personally feel it is playing games, Chairman, and I'm sorry, but that is how I feel.
Okay, thank you for that. I'll refer to the monitoring officer.
Obviously, I can't comment on whether this is playing games or not. That's for members to decide. But if the leader designate, if Councillor Siddle has resigned as leader of the independent group, then he ceases to be leader designate. No ratification process can take place because there is no leader designate, because the independent group have not chosen anybody to take his place. That's my understanding of the situation. So that it then leaves it for there to be, this is an agenda item, and it is an agenda item for the council to have a leader of the council. That then leaves it open for the chairman to ask for nominations in the absence of a leader designate who at the last moment has resigned from his position. I hope that makes sense. No.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Gold.
Thank you. Councillor Channer.
Thank you, Chairman. And like what Councillor Stamp just said, that's got me thinking. And Chairman, I think you said you heard earlier today that Councillor Siddle had resigned. I'm rather surprised the notification didn't go round to all members to advise us of that, Chairman. Because really, as a council, I think...
I'll never get told anything.
And I'm now hearing that it happened at the last meeting at 5 p.m. I just put up again, Chairman. Were you advised of that? And why weren't we all told? I think as members, when something like that happens, we do have a right to actually be made aware of the situation, because otherwise it could be said others are advantage to other members. If you see where I'm coming from, Joe, I'm very surprised, but I'm not having a go, I'm just saying, I'm rather surprised that on receipt of receiving that, perhaps officers or your good self didn't let us all know.
Okay, that's noted. Thank you. Councillor Morris.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just like to say that what Councillor Channer has described is exactly the behaviour that I've been receiving from this council. No one's getting my emails. No one's allowed to have my emails. No one wants to inform me about anything. So, you know, have some back.
Okay. So we have members. We have two candidates.
I think they've learnt that I will have my fucking words.
Is to put that to the vote, and it will be
Recorded vote, please.
vote, please. Is that second? That's obviously seconded. Okay. So are you ready for that, Ms. Bird?
Yes, Chairman.
Hopefully this is where
So
Richard gets in.
So it will be either Councillor Channer or Councillor Siddle. If you could call the roll, please.
Sorry, Chairman, sorry, can I just clarify? When you're going around, are you asking us to give the name of the person we're supporting, or what? Am
I
I
am.
quite clear?
Yes, yes.
Right, so we say Councillor Siddle or Councillor Channel, Siddle or Sam?
Yeah, just so it's clear.
Doing it that way.
So just so it's clear, members, it's either Councillor Siddle or Councillor.
Is that the right way, Chairman, to do that? There's someone trying to get in. There's someone knocking. They want to come in,
Yeah, we can hear.
but it might be a member.
Might be a member of the public asking.
It might be. Chairman, I asked and see who's knocking. I don't like people knocking. I think we ought to.
All right, we'll
We
just.
need to find out. Sorry.
Like I said,
We've got Councillor Beale here.
hears nothing, sees nothing, knows nothing.
Okay, so Councillor Stamp.
Sorry, Chair, can we just have clarity? So we're voting for Councillor Siddle or Councillor Channer at the same time? So you're not doing Councillor Siddle, yes, no, and then Councillor Channer? Is that?
No, it will be just a name.
Okay. Fair enough, thanks.
Whoever your preference is. Or abstain, yeah.
No, they're not.
No,
We can do abstain as well, so it's Channer, Siddle or abstain.
Channer, Siddle or abstain, yes please. Okay, Miss Bird.
Thank you, Chairman. Starting with Councillor Bassinger, please.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Miss Beale.
Councillor Channer.
Councillor Brian Beale.
Councillor Siddle.
Bell.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Boyce.
Councillor Channer.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
Again, I'll say the right one. Councillor Channer.
She sees nothing, knows nothing, and hears nothing.
Hewitt.
Councillor Channer.
The dingy vampire.
Councillor Edwards.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Fluker.
Councillor Mrs Channer, thank you.
Councillor
So he can pull her strings.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Hell.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
Councillor Hoodman.
Councillor Channer.
Bad choice.
Councillor Hull.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
Keys.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
Councillor Lagan.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
Mays.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Morley.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
Morris.
Sorry?
What name was that?
What name is that?
Morris. Sorry, Chairman. Morris.
Councillor Siddle, of course.
Thank you. Councillor Nunn.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
No. Bruce, a lovely man, but on that, you're a wally. He just hit me, that was assault.
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Sorry, no, I didn't say anything, I was waiting, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Siddle.
Thank you. Councillor Skeens.
Councillor Siddle.
Councillor Stamp,
Councillor Channer.
Councillor Stevens,
Councillor Siddle.
Mrs Stilts,
Councillor Siddle.
Well done.
Councillor Swain,
Councillor Siddle.
Mrs Thompson.
Councillor Mrs Channer.
No, I understand Councillor Miss White's not present. Oh, sorry.
It's not like she's a set of car keys or anything, is it?
Mrs Channer.
Thank you, Chairman. The results of that are 15 for Councillor Mrs Channer, 13 for Councillor Siddle, and no abstentions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. In that case,
It's game on.
I declare Councillor Penny Channer as leader of Malvern District Council.
Thank you. Can I just say thank you very much? I'm very privileged to know that.
Hopefully you'll be able to see things, hear things and do things, Penny, eh?
You're right behind you.
Right, thank you for that, members. We now move on to the election of the deputy leader for the council. Do I have a nomination?
Proposed Councillor Mrs Thompson, Chairman.
Councillor Mrs Thompson, and that is duly seconded. Who seconded that, please? Councillor Hoobner. Are there any other nominations? No other nominations. In that case, I declare Councillor Mrs Thompson as Deputy Leader of Malvern District Council.
Well done.
Excuse me, Chairman. Thank you, members. Appreciate it.
Right, members, we move on then to agenda item number 5, which is the Langford and Alting Neighbourhood Plan, decision on examiner's report, and this is contained on pages 9.
Hello, mate. Is there problems?
Councillor Morris is going down.
Yeah.
I'm
All right, Chris.
I'm going to let out. Do you want me to let Chrissy out?
They're right. I'm going to try and speak to everyone. And
They can stand back and let them out.
Yeah. If you could get the people to stand back, we'll let
Stand
Chrissy
back and let
out.
them out.
Yeah, move back and we can let you out and you could have a chat with Chris.
I'll try, bruv. They're good people, mate.
Yeah, no,
It's just they're public.
You ready?
Wanting to come in a public building. Thank you, mate. Hey, guys. Oh, sorry, guys. It's the first opportunity. Say it, don't spray it. It's the first opportunity I've had to come out because I had to get in there to do the vote. The worst lot have just got in. Can I please ask, what is your position on letting members of the public into a public meeting in a public building? Sorry, is it Russ?
It is indeed, yeah.
Yeah, are you the one that, are you the man I need to speak to?
Not really, no, because obviously I've got.
So who is the man I need to speak to, bruv?
It'll be my boss.
And who's that?
I've gone up to her.
All right, so yeah.
They're nice.
We've not had
It's just there's only so many times you can actually turn around to people and explain to them how they can't take your rights away. Yeah, you are members of the public.
Peacefully.
But it's not for us to open the door.
Okay, let me back in. Thank you.
That's what you done last time we went in. He was all right.
Hold that.
Public meeting with councillors and Councillor Morris.
Thank you, mate. Oh, open up.
Thank you, Russell.
No, because you're pushing past us.
Okay, can you go? No, mate. No. Look.
You want to go inside?
Are you stopping the people coming in?
I'm not stopping.
You are stopping them coming in, mate. You're standing in the way, fella. You're standing in the way.
You're standing in the way.
No, I'm standing in the door.
If you want to go in, you can go in.
I know I can, and I can also come out. If I'm free to go, I'm free to leave. Is that agreed, brother?
Let the police get involved.
Why is this a police problem? Why are you wasting police time?
There's no crime.
Why are you wasting police time? Why are you wasting police time? No, but you're blocking entry. But you're blocking entry. Right, guys, so that we can do this peacefully, can you just take a step back, please? Thank you. Thank you. Right. Right. Look, listen, guys. Hang on. Do you understand that it is a right for the public to come in a public building? Chris, your CLT, yeah? Corporate leadership team.
Nice, then.
Right?
Be on it, yeah.
Council decision, public.
But the council cannot act ultra vires and stop people from coming in the building, which is a democratic right. We cannot, for instance, mate, going right off the edge, we cannot say that murder or assault is okay here. If we made a council resolution that we could murder someone, would that be legal?
It's a council decision.
Right, Chris, I've asked you a straight question, bro, please. Yeah, I'm trying to, do this in a really nice way, mate, believe it or not.
Just open the door.
Door's open, brother, but we need to be peaceful. We need to be peaceful. I know. Yeah, I know. Just give us a chance, guys. Give us a chance, because I don't want them to write us off as unlawful stormers of public buildings. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Chris, if the council make a resolution, that we can murder people in the building. 1 second, guys. You are going to open the door if I want to leave, yeah? Because that is a fire exit. Right, Chris. The council can make a resolution on matters that the council have authority over. Yeah? We can't, for instance, make a resolution that murder is okay, because that would be ultra vires, yeah? You know what ultra vires is? But do you know what ultra vires is?
Are you abiding by the council decision?
As long as it's lawful, yeah. Now, this is unlawful because we cannot take the right for these people to see public. Yeah. Now we have a limited amount of seats at the back. Yeah. To stop all this, do you want to count the seats and ask the people to come in? Because I'm pretty sure that if you let in the amount of people for the seats, is that something you could do?
We've had a council decision. It's not my decision. We've had a council decision around this.
But do you understand that council decision is ultra vires? That we have acted outside our authority. Like I said, we can't break the law, can we?
I think if you've got a concern about that,
yeah,
raise that concern.
I've raised that concern. Right, and who's it been looked at by?
Have you had a reply to it?
No. So tell me, please, because as far as I'm concerned, we cannot break the law.
No, but
and this is breaking the law. This is a tort. These people are having a tort on them. This is a civil wrongdoing. How can you? We've got private security here, stopping members of the public. Public money is being spent on private security to keep the public out of a public meeting. So.
Because I'm going to keep debating this with you.
Well, no, I'm asking, right, a council decision, but is that decision ultra vires?
By that council decision.
Is that council decision ultra vires? Have we got the authority to stop the public coming into a public meeting? Public can still participate. No, they can't.
They can watch it on YouTube.
Mate,
they can ask their questions. They've asked their questions remotely, and they've had a good impact on the decision of democratic making.
They've had a good impact. Obviously, they would like to see that impact.
And that is available on YouTube.
We are.
I'm not going to discuss it any further, Chris.
Okay, so if you're not going to discuss it, then you want this to continue, right? I'm putting you on notice, Chris, that I think you are acting ultra vires, which is above your station, basically. Because I don't think this council can decide to keep the public out of a public meeting of a public building. Now, the simple fix that I would say is, can we not have people sit at the back in the public
You can raise
area?
that as a councillor, Chrissy. I'm not going to.
Well, I'm raising it as a councillor you now, but this is happening now.
Decision, not my decision.
This is happening now. So what? You're telling me to raise it now?
I'm not telling you to do anything.
Well, what are you saying then? How do you resolve it? Chris, how are we going to resolve this?
That's something you can do as a councillor.
How are we going to resolve this, mate?
Well, you use your ability as a councillor to raise the issue.
Okay, so what? I'll go out there and raise it now, because it's happening now. I've tried to raise it and everyone's ignored me. No? You're going to come back with that one? I've tried to raise it and everyone's ignored me.
I've talked to you about this. I'm not going to debate it any further. It's a ruling of council. You're a councillor. If you wish to speak to council about it,
but
speak to council.
I'm not obliged. I'm not obliged to respect unlawful decisions. Yeah, it's what we're doing right now is wrong.
If you have a concern, you can email it in.
No, email it. So if I email it now, you'll deal with it now.
Not right now.
I'll speak to the people. I'll speak to the people. I'm going to try and raise it in the meeting. You all right, guys? So, folks, I'm going to be back up there. I've got absolutely no where speaking to the corporate leadership team.
Who's that guy there?
This is Chris Leslie. He's the 151 officer, the chief financial officer. I thought he was an all right guy, to be honest. He's being a little bit ignorant now. That's my opinion, by the way,
Why are
Chris.
you not allowing this into this public?
Do you want to speak to these people and tell them?
Yeah,
They pay your wages.
Come here and speak to us, please.
They pay your wages. I want to go and bring this up with the council now. All right, guys? So, because you're residents and you would like an answer, I'll try and lean out the window or something in a minute or come back down.
Thank you, mate.
Chris Leslie, take you so long to answer my letters.
Sorry?
Chris Leslie,
Damn now.
it takes you so long to answer my letters.
Right, Chris, would you like to address the residents that have got concerns? Could you tell them, yeah? What you told
Yeah, can
me?
you come to the door and tell us why we're
Yeah.
not allowed?
Keep recording, guys.
So I think I've had a lady speak to you about this. She's given the reasons, and they are the reasons. We've had no reasons. No reasons why I think Conservative. Do I have a nomination? Councillor Chan.
Yes, Chairman, obviously I'm not Councillor Mrs Thompson, but there is a non-vacancy which has to go for a non-aligned, and has to be a non-aligned. So I'm proposing Councillor Helm. So my nomination is Councillor Mrs Thompson, the Conservative nomination, and Councillor Helm is a non-aligned, and I'm happy to nominate Councillor Helm, Chairman. Thank you.
Are there any other nominated? Councillor Fluker.
Chairman, I was going to second.
All right. Thank you. That's second. Any other nominations? In that case, I declare that. Oh, Councillor Morris.
Sorry. If I can speak after you've finished, please, Chair.
Okay. So Joint Standards Committee, one Conservative, which is Councillor Mrs Thompson, and one non-aligned member, Councillor Helm. Is that agreed by assent?
Agreed.
Thank you. Councillor Morris.
Thank you. As you may be aware, I've left the chamber because there is considerable outrage that members of the public are being kept out of a public meeting in a public building, and their public money is being given to private security to keep them out of this meeting. I've gone down to speak. I was wondering if there's anything we can do at all to accommodate any members of the public that are respectful, because obviously as a chair you have the power to remove members of the public that might cause a scene. To save all what's going on downstairs, is there any way that we can get respectful members of the public to view this meeting at the back there?
Okay, I do have a view on that, but I'll take Councillor Fluker's point.
Chairman, I think that in a roundabout way, I think Councillor Morris makes a good point. I mean, you've got, the democratic process has to be seen to be taking place. This meeting has almost come to its end tonight, but Chairman, I wouldn't propose that they come in this evening because a decision's already been made. But Chairman, I really do think you need to visit this with the monitoring officer and the officers to see if there's any way that we can accommodate these people at future meetings, any members of the public, not just these people. And Chairman, I also want you to take note of what Councillor Morris said, because clearly you do have the power to eject people from this chamber if you need to. Thank you.
Yes, I'm mindful first, in the first instance, about the number of people in this room, but I will take advice from the monitoring officer. Yes, if you could, yes.
And my understanding is that this council made a decision in relation to the safety of everybody, employees, members and the public. Because of the present crisis with COVID, my understanding was a resolution was made that really it can only be members, and even many employees are not attending simply because of that. They are attending remotely. Now, that's a resolution of council. Council would have to change that resolution. Of course, council can do that. Council is sovereign. But at the moment, that's how matters stand, and that is why that is why we have security staff down there. Now, can I just say two things here? A second thing here as well. The council also has health and safety responsibilities as well. The Local Government Act 1972, the Access to the Public, does give a right for members of the public to attend. But also, the council has public health duties, health and safety duties as well. And the guidance from the government is very clear about restricting numbers and only essential people being in meetings of this nature. So if the council were to let the public in, then there is an issue of the council satisfying its health and safety responsibilities. Public health responsibilities. This isn't simply, as I understand it, the council resolving that they didn't want the public in. This is the council resolving to protect people's health and well-being. Now, members can change that, of course they can, and that's a matter for you as members. But that is why we are in the present situation.
Councillor Morris, you want to come back?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Firstly, a legal maxim that Mr. Quelch should be aware of is that consent removes error. We are acting ultra vires by not allowing the public into a public meeting to watch the democratic process. There is more chance of someone getting crushed down there than killed in here from Omicron. We have residents, they are residents outside, they are not protesters, they are asking to exercise their democratic right to watch what's going on. We have empty seats at the back, and we should allow the people to come in and watch what's going on.
Okay. My view is that if members of the public wish to see this meeting, it is being broadcast on YouTube. Councillor Morris.
Thank you, Councillor Hurd. Not everyone's got the internet. These people are here, and like we need to be here physically, they have a right to be here physically as well. This looks like we are trying to keep business closed when that is not the look the council should have. Yet again, I reiterate the point, it is their democratic right to witness the democratic process. We cannot keep the public out of a public meeting in a public building.
I hear what you're saying, but I think on the grounds of advice by the monitoring officer and through the health and safety, on this occasion, I'm going to keep this meeting with this number of people in. I'm concerned as it is with the number of people in this room. Just come back once more.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. Well, I'll be leaving the meeting because I've got a lot more in common with the people out there than the people in here. I'm here for the residents, yeah, and we are acting ultra vires by stopping them coming in because it is their democratic right to see the democratic process. Thank you very much.
Well, that's a matter. It is a matter for you.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Councillor Fluke.
Sorry, Chairman, I made a request early on that you would visit this with the monitoring officer and perhaps even Councillor Morris. But I think that needs to be done well in advance of the next meeting. We know that the direction of travel regarding COVID regulations is changing. We know that's going to change at the end of the month. So I think we need to do that rather than open up another debate at our next meeting.
Yes.
Only to say that we are going to facilitate people coming to the meeting. So I hope that's a yes that you will make.
Councillor Fluker, and just so the chamber knows, I've sent several emails around that none of you appear to have got, asking for this sort of thing to be sorted, and it hasn't been. So the sooner we sit down and all talk, the better.
Can I just again refer to the moderator?
You all right, guys? I ain't going for these wankers. They're the proper people. I need to put my phone down somewhere.
There we are.
Can you hold it?
Yeah.
Thanks, bruv. Anyone? Don't worry, it's COVID secure. I've not got any lurgy or germs.
There we are. That's a verse.
God, mate. The face that's put on 1,000 dartboards. Shoulder.
Way onto your shoulder.
Frozen shoulder, mate. Cheers, guys. I might be. I've got to come back in because I've got my stuff up there. All right. Yeah, you're right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I've told them lot I'd rather be down here with you. I did my best. I've tried. They're saying no. We've got to keep it peaceful.
That's fine, Chrissy. We've educated these gentlemen on the freedoms we're losing, and the fact that this won't be us next. It'll be our children having nothing. No freedom of voice, no freedom of choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Couldn't agree with you more. Gents, you've done a bad one tonight.
It's not their fault.
It is everyone's got responsibility.
They have.
Like we've got rights, they've got responsibilities, and their responsibilities are to go, you know what, we shouldn't be doing this, you know, because it's your rights. I mean, it's not like we're all here in anonymous masks, sort of like, you know, spray painting walls and kicking in windows.
Children.
Yeah, you know, we're all residents with legitimate concerns that are not being heard. You know, I've got a little plan. I'm going that way.
Are you? Shall we follow?
No, stay here, stay here. Who's got a singing voice?
Oh, God. Not me.
Who's got a singing voice?
Me.
Oh.
Boris is a wanker? I don't know. What's the what? Boris is a wanker? I don't know.
Yeah, I can sing
that. Boris is a wally.
Boris is a wally.
Boris is a wally. Boris is a wally. La 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 la. La 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 la. Boris is a wally. Boris is a wally. La 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 la. La 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 la. Where is all the money? Where is all the money? La 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 la. La 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 la. We want to see the receipts. We want to see the receipts. La 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 la. La la la. Someone take over so I can carry on. So, I really have had enough of all this, you know. It's like pulling teeth up there. These are good people. I've just started to sing song. I couldn't really care. I've had a really bad week. Not a really bad week, but it's been stressful, man. You've got the wrong people running the council now because they just don't care. I mean, the woman that's actually running the council now, she's called Penny Channer, and it's called Channeritis. Yeah, she sees nothing, hears nothing, and knows nothing. She has a guy sitting right next to her, like making threats to other councillors, and she didn't know. Yeah, all right. So, you're all big disgraces. Activism. Activism.
Can I presume you've been asked to leave the chamber?
No. I told them, go bollocks. I didn't say it exactly like that. I just said to them, basically, you're all idiots, and I've got more in common with people outside. So I'm here with you in solidarity. You know, in solidarity. See, at the next elections, let's fill that chamber full of people that care. Yeah. And you know, you don't mind me recording. I'm YouTube live in it all, guys.
No,
you know, but
come on, if you're watching it and you want to become a local councillor, then see us at the Beacon on a Sunday morning.
Yes,
we're going to see the White
Promenade Park.
Promenade Park in Malden,
and at your local park. Research, stand in the park. good, like-minded people.
Honest people, not like our councillors.
Honest,
Other
yeah.
than Christian.
Oh, thank you. It's yes, brother. Sorry. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I think it's one of them things now where they start saying that we're causing alarm and distress and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, guys, I'm really, really conscious that if we come across like protesters that are sort of storming the council buildings and stuff like that, we'll lose so many people because they'll write us off as being sort of like freaks and weirdos and flat earthers and stuff like that. I mean,
why does everyone bring flat earth into it?
Mate, it groups in there. So, see, it's all division. It's all little things about division, and that's what the political. Yeah. I mean,
If you ain't going in, we might as well go.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have five more minutes to sing song.
I presume you didn't get your opportunity to make your point.
No. I come down here because a very nice lady said, "Get down here," and I was like, "I've just got to wait for this vote," and I'm coming straight down because I wanted Richard Siddle to get in because he's the only one that's got a chance of pulling this council out of anything.
Okay.
But now it's they've done their party politics thing tonight, and the Conservatives are sort of back in power, which is. Oh yeah, Sue's got a mask on. Sue has got a mask on. La 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 la.
You're standing outside, Sue.
Well, at least we're happy. See, Sue's gonna say I'm bullying her. Sue's gonna say I'm bullying her. La 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 la. I love you folks. What was that one?
Come join our games.
Oh mate, right, I'm going to go and speak to Damien. Oh, could you hold that for us for 2 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
I wonder if there's an offence of singing out of tune.
I think everyone would be guilty.
His megaphone. We need to bring megaphones.
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy times.
And we can then say what we think, right?
We seem to be talking to him, I think.
Oh, it's the officer.
Thank you, mate.
Council.
See, they won't even talk to you when you're trying to help them. Not these nice people, I'm talking about the council officers. I just asked to speak to a council officer to save them a little bit of stress, but it's like, no, I can't speak to you.
Oh dear.
It's like, hang on, mate, I'm trying to,
I had a good natter with them earlier, to be fair.
Yeah, wicked. Oh, mate, I'll tell you, they're going to go home and they're going to be like, oh no!
We've been found out.
Right, what's the sing-along we can do now, guys?
I think a bit of dancing might be appropriate. We're frozen.
We need Morris dancers.
I'm a Morris. That's my thing.
The Morris dancers.
Oh, mate, can you imagine if we got a Morris dancing troupe down here, right? They'd turn around and say, yeah, they come down with weapons. And they started banging their sticks at each other. And why are we waiting? Why are we waiting for you to come down? Right, I think I'm going to go upstairs and get my clubber.
Yes. Good luck going.
Because
That's over now up there.
it was pretty much over. Yeah. I had to make sure that I stayed up there to try and vote the best person in, but we lost that vote anyway.
No point of order.
No. I was more concerned. I was more concerned about you guys being down here and coming down and making sure you guys are all right in that. You know what I mean? So thanks guys. Thanks ever so much.
No worries, mate.
You take care. Thank you, sweetheart. You take care, darling. Thank you, babe. That was a good. Yeah.
We do have a request for a song of your New World Order.
Don't swear. Don't swear. You can't swear because that would be a public order offence. Yeah.
New World Order.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go and get me clobber. I'll be back in a minute. Oh. Sorry, guys. I've just got to go and get me clobber and let's go.
Morris doesn't know the way through a mask.
Here's a simple one for you, Russell. Here's a simple one for you, right? How big is the virus? It's tiny, isn't it? It's tiny. Okay, okay. Believe this, yeah? It's tiny, yeah? How big is the holes in the mask?
Bigger.
Right? One, it's like 60, the holes in the mask are 60 times bigger than the virus. Would you put up a chain link fence to stop mosquitoes?
I think that's I've never
And that's it. I've got to get through, fella. Well, cheers, guys. I thought it was my lucky night then. I heard a heavy breathing behind me. God, Bennett, you're right, guys. Ah, fuck. That'll teach me for not looking. Yeah. Where there's a blind, there's a climb. Tripped up the stairs.
Councillor Stilts. Bradwell B Power Station Working Group, Councillor Durham. Corporate Governance Working Group, Councillor Edwards.
How you doing, mate? You're right. I wanted to make it friendly. Rather than, so I thought,
Finished working group.
if you keep people, if you're kind to
Finance
people,
member working group, Councillor Channer, and the leisure and contract task and finish working group, Councillor Nunn. And Councillor Swain. Are we happy to agree those by segment? Agenda item number 8, members, I thank you and officers for your contributions this evening. I will now draw the meeting to a close at 2017. As the meeting is closed, members are advised not to enter into any further discussion in this forum.
they don't like talking.
Keeping in mind social distancing requirements. Thank you.
Bruce, could you pass my bag, please, mate? Just the red one, just down there, look. You're all right, brother. Where are you going? Could you pass my bag? It's the red one down there. I didn't want Penny thinking I was trying to grope or anything. Thank you, mate.
Does it need sanitising?
Huh? Yeah, I believe you, man. I'm COVID secure. So the thing is, we all have a joke about it and laugh about it. They're still wearing the silly masks. Yeah. Do you know how big the virus is, Bruce? Hey? Do you know how big the virus is?
How big it is?
Yeah, how big the virus is. Do you know the size of the virus?
Yeah.
Do you know how big it is?
Tiny, isn't it?
Right. Do you know how big the holes in that mask are?
This one?
Yeah.
There's none.
There are?
No, I've got 3 masks.
Right, okay. So the virus, hang on, listen.
Yeah.
The virus, is, imagine the virus is 1. The holes in those masks are 60. That's the size of the holes.
Yeah.
So you can fit 60 virus particles through the holes in that mask. You know, you can, mate. No, please, listen, right? Would you put up a chain link fence, to stop a mosquito? Would you put 3 chain link? Sorry, Adrian, what was that? They do need to. What? I've got a COVID security now.
There's needles.
Oh, stop it. I don't even sing. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, I haven't seen. I don't, more than Ben. I don't know. I don't take it. Go out the front way, guys, and meet your residents. Go down that way and meet your residents, eh? Take care, Bruce. Go and meet your residents. Speak to them. They're voters.
I've spoken to them already.
Go on, well done. Speak to them again. You all right, Colin? All right. Why do I feel I'm missing something? See, the thing is, right, look, they're all going out the back door.
They're having a meeting. In India. Sorry. I don't see
Going down to meet the residents, guys. Don't want to talk to me. Let's see what happens.
Good evening. See you.
Walk of shame. Walk of shame.
How's on in my computer? Yeah, I can do this. Thank you.
Get your tin hats ready. Good night, young man. Good night, dinosaur.
Put a motion to council for your things. I've told you that before.
I put motions in.
I'm a veteran.
And if you remember, the last motion you two put in, I voted for. Because guess what? I do not put personal dislike before residents like you lot do.
Oh, I love it. Come off of it.
No, you don't, right? Go, well, come off of it. I mean, come off of it. You voted to keep the public out of a public meeting in a public building. Is that right or not?
Where's Paul? Where's Paul?
Walk of shame. Walk of shame.
I think I've worked it out. I think I've done it right, Maddie. I'm not sure. Let's go and see if I can get out now.
Get out of your own council.
Which way is it? This way?
I think we're supposed to go this way.
Well, it does say way out.
I'm going that way, so I follow them out.
It does indeed say way out.
Hold on, I've got it.
How you doing?
And these people are running the council. Don't even know where to read way out on the door.
Oh, you
What?
rubbish.
There's no bins. There's no bins.
German, that is.
What?
Ich bin.
No, there's no bin. Not ich bin, no bin.
Members room, members kitchen?
But there is no bins, is there, bro? There's no bins. Believe me, when I've come up here before and looked for a bin, there's no bins. I mean, I know we have problems with bin collections, but...
Come on in, lady, mini lady.
I'm just getting the other part. I didn't get out my computer right.
Oh, so,
Is that wire under there? That's up there.
I don't know. But it is.
First in, last out. Can't knock my commitment. Guys, this is hard work. We need more people in the political system. We need people that care. We need people that want to improve the community rather than just sit back and let other people do it for them and, you know, get the ego stroke of being called a councillor and all stuff like that. Right, I'm going home, so I'm knackered. Guys, get into your local council, try and make sure that our rights don't get taken off us and stuff like that. This is just an absolute shambles, this council really is. Throwing tens of thousands of pounds away, covering up health and safety breaches and, you know, bribes and stuff like that. So, and I can prove it. I've put it all out there. If you've been following me, you'll see. Right, I'm sure I'll leave the camera on to say goodbye to everyone. Boys, if you're seeing this, I love you. I love you more than anything. Let's go. I'll put it on front. Where's front? There's front. Oh, you all right, bruv? God. Fellas, you take care, yeah?
Yeah, you see the Chris.
See you. Bye, mate.
There you go.
See you later. You all right, guys?
You do need, yeah, I know you want to speak to me, so
Yeah.
obviously when it's calmer.
Yeah, it was calm then. It was calm then.
Well,
Yeah. Right, I'll tell you what. Hang on. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Guys, I'm going to leave you to it now because I've got to have a nice chat with a good officer. I'll speak to you all soon. You take care. I'll do an update video on this tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Night, night. Be safe.